It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the new exchange reward coming into NBA 2K22 MyTEAM today. That guy being Dark Matter Dennis Johnson. Now, here's the deal with these exchange rewards. We've seen some pretty good rewards. Drew started it off, then we got Malik Sealy, Bob McAdoo, and now Dennis Johnson. So between Drew, Malik Sealy, Bob McAdoo, those three, you got three solid players that definitely can play. Now, a brief look at Dennis Johnson. I can't sit up here and tell you guys, the card is going to be outstanding from what I've seen so far. But on one end of the court, the dude is going to be really solid. So let's dive into it, okay? He's 6'4" with this 6'7" wingspan. Only has one hotspot from the top of the key. It's an interesting hotspot for point guard. I'd rather, have it at the top of the key than a corner. 36 Hall Favors, 33 on gold. Only an 83 ball at 60 standing dunk. But everything else about the card is basically perfect, okay? His 3-ball, standing dunk is a little bit low. Everything else about the card is fine, though. I mean, shooting-wise, he does lack quite a bit of badges, though. Playmaking-wise, has everything. Defensively, has everything. Finishing-wise, it does have everything. Jump shot 28 on very quick. What is my opinion on that release? Well, I don't necessarily love that release. I don't necessarily know what the release 43 upper looks like. And that could change some things. Now, movement-wise, does have Ray for his signature. Size up with Jimmy's combo. Lucas has escaped. Not great. Dribble 6. Scotty move behind the back. He does have quick drops off of 1. So, I mean, look, guys. With the normal leaner, do the positives outweigh the negatives for Dennis Johnson? Well, in my opinion, it depends what you're looking for at the point guard position. Because we've got to remember, Dennis Johnson is going to be absolutely free. Now, he is like a 3-hour grind, which is a long grind. But, again, guys, the card is free. He's free. He's a 3-hour grind. Again, defensively, he's really good. At the point guard position, there's not going to be that many defensive players that are going to be better than Dennis. I mean, the Hall of Fame brick wall on a point guard is absolutely absurd. It just comes down to this, okay? Movement-wise, what is that like? Is it really good or is it just mediocre, which I think is going to be just mediocre? Shooting-wise, is it worth applying some badges or can you just play him as he is? And just, how does he feel in game? Now, again, you look at the comments here. Let's just see. I mean, I'm going to go getting him just because it's a bonus. I mean, maybe. He's actually not bad. You just need to add some shooting badges. I mean, I guess. But it's like, is this card better than a guy like Jrue Holiday? Like, it looks like mixed reviews in the comments there that I just saw. But is he better than a guy like Jrue Holiday? And I don't know if I can answer that. Now, as an all-around card, I mean, maybe, right? Maybe as an all-around card. But Drew's got a better 3-ball. Drew's got a better release. Movement-wise, I don't necessarily know. Obviously, Dennis Johnson is that inch taller. I just feel like in my team right now, we've got so many point guards for really cheap. For example, we got this card yesterday that came out. That is literally less than, at least the last time I looked, 30,000 MT. And it's not even close. I mean, you can say Dennis has more total stats, but I'm sorry, it's not close. Dennis Johnson is nothing compared to Larry Johnson in general. And so that's my whole thought process with it. It's not one of those things. It's like, wow, Dennis Johnson is okay in my team, so let's get him. It's how does he stack up against some of these other budget point guards in my team? Even if you compare him to Gary Payton II, who I'm sure a lot of you guys might be running. Is Dennis Johnson better than Gary? I mean, I don't necessarily know. Obviously, these post moves, which don't matter, he is. But when it comes down to it, I don't know. And so that's kind of my concern, I would say, for Dennis Johnson. I'm not sitting up here saying, like, Dennis Johnson is for sure going to be bad. I'm not sitting up here saying, that you guys are for sure going, you for sure shouldn't grind this out. But I would say I think he's the least exciting exchange reward that we've gotten. I mean, when we got Malik Sealy, I was really high on him, and he is really solid. And same thing with Bob McAdoo. These are cards that I believe can play on my no money spent for a very long time. Jrue Holiday just got replaced on my no money spin because we got guys like Iggy who are cheap. We got guys, like I said, like Larry Johnson who are cheap. And now, I mean, look, with Dennis Johnson, it's just going to be tough for me on my no money spin to find a spot on my squad. Whereas for Bob McAdoo, it's very easy. I mean, this card is absolutely elite on both ends. There is no flaws in the card. So that's kind of my point of view on Dennis Johnson. I don't think the card's horrible. And if you think Dennis Johnson is horrible, you probably just don't know what you're talking about. The problem lies with the shooting badges, the shooting hotspots. And really, it comes down to jump shot 28. I mean, if he had, let's say, I'm just going to throw out a random release. If he had the Gallinari base or, let's say, the Ray Allen base, you know, I might be a little higher on the card. Or even the D-Wade jump shot 98 type bases. But base 29, jump shot 28 has never really been that good of a release. I remember, I think it was, what was it, back at the start of last year or the year before? I don't know. We got an Amethyst Michael Cooper, and who had base 28. And he was so ahead of his time. I don't know if you guys remember this card. But he had base 28, and he was so ahead of his time. Everybody loved that release. But that's not where we're at in my team anymore. It's no longer September. It's no longer October, guys. We are in mid-June, and we got a mid-card today in the exchange. Now, am I going to grind for it? Maybe just for content purposes. That would be the only reason. I have a hard time even playing Dennis Johnson over a guy like Jrue Holiday. That's kind of my final opinion on things. I know I was rambling on there, but that's kind of my final opinion. Is that if you want to run Dennis Johnson, I guess we're going to have to just wait and see ultimately what the card ends up looking like. But if you want to run him, I'm fine with that. I'm not sitting here saying that's bad. And if you want to grind for Sabonis while you're doing it, grind for, I guess, Kelly Oubre while you're doing it, go ahead, do what you guys got to do. I'm pretty sure that there's an agenda too for the brick wall. I think it's brick wall this week that you can do while doing this as well. So there's a lot of the grinds you can do. You can make some MT by playing triple threat as well. It's not just for Dennis Johnson, but that's who you're really grinding for. So it's just, to me, in my opinion, not worth it. Okay, I might grind it, but for me, I feel like there's things that are more worth grinding, such as clutch time if you don't have Fernando, such as my team unlimited if you don't have Michael Finley. That's my personal opinion on Dennis Johnson. The card isn't horrible, but I think 2K Database released him this early for a reason, because he's mid. I mean, if we get good content, normally they don't release it this early. Dennis Johnson is the definition of mid in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Maybe you guys watching this think I'm wrong, though. So let me know down below in the comments. Do you guys want a gameplay of Dennis Johnson? Do you guys think he is worthy of the 3-hour grind for me to do the gameplay for you guys? Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.